Hey, welcome to onX Rugged Adventure. I'm Zach Deal, and this weekend we're exploring the Southeast with some of my best friends. The thing that we've discovered is that you can overland in the Southeast. It's just not like the West, but that's kind of the whole point. I mean, it's not the exact same as the West Coast. It's not worse, it's not better than the West Coast. It's just different.
Our rugged adventure took us to a place that was impacted by Hurricane Helene in September of 2024, experiencing one of the worst floods in the area since 1916. Despite the devastation, the community is determined to rebuild, and now the back roads, campsites, and trails are open once again for discovery.
I mean, we're gonna Zach, we're gonna have to go that way now. But the route that we made was on the closed road.
Yeah, we go right there, and then we go all the way down.
And then we'll connect back to this. We were supposed to go along this purple track and link up there. We went left here instead of going right because we were gonna follow this, but unfortunately the road is closed right there. So now we have to go backtrack and that way. And we'll link up right there. What are you looking for? The Turtle Falls?
Yeah, it's something like that.
Turtle Cove Falls, I think it is.
Just trying to add some spots for fishing.
My name's Tim Curley. I drive a 2018 4Runner.
Look what I just did opening the latch.
Dude, I think it's possible to go overlanding in the Southeast. Definitely. It's definitely different than being out west. You're gonna hop on some roads here and then, but I like it a little more because you can pack less, go get some stuff at the store, go see what these little towns are about and actually see America. I feel like here, you kind of get the whole thing. Overlanding for everybody's different. At the beginning, it was more just camping and buying stuff and putting it on my car and saying I could do this, I could do that. I've had 2 rooftop tents. I've gone through all sorts of iterations of awnings and water systems, and now I have a roof rack with a blank slate on the top of it so I can go hang out up there and I sleep in the car. And it's just what I like to do.
A big ass pipe.
I found brat buns and a half an eaten bratwurst in my Crocs when I woke up this morning that Zach put in there. My name is Leo. I drive a 21 4Runner. So I've been out west with these guys. We've done a lot of different things in there. Northern California, Southern California, Arizona, and it's great. I've spent most of my time out here though, and it's a totally different world, right? The mountains are obviously a lot smaller, but they're really unique in the fact that you have all these tiny little creeks. I think every time we camp, we're next to a little stream. The roads are definitely a lot different. Things are a lot tighter, narrower. You have a lot of really neat little towns, cool people to meet, and just cool places to explore.
My name is Melvin. I drive a 2023 Bronco. How did I get into overlanding? My friends actually got into it first, saw how much fun they were having. So I felt like I wanted to join in. That would be difficult. I just feel like your mom. There's a lot of good places out here, a lot of things to see. The terrain's different. The weather's gonna be unpredictable sometimes, and that's gonna add some fun to it. Being an immigrant here from Eastern Europe, a lot of my family would, drive out into the woods and into the mountains and have a roast and make food. And that's a lot of what we're doing here.
Like, damn it, I shouldn't have said it.
Yeah, so I was whipping it a little bit, taking it over a couple little jumps. I'm gonna whip it a little bit harder.
Strong guy.
I'm the strong one.
I'm Josh Walker. I drive a Ford Raptor. I live out in the West Coast, and typically I'm exploring out in the West Coast. My truck's built for high speed. Theirs are built for more comfortable at slow speed. They're tinier, not in height, because you need the height to get through the constant water crossings. But they're narrower to fit in these tight trails, to where half of these, I'm not sure if my truck would even fit. I'd take that bet though. They've got awnings to shade from, like I'm shading from the sun on the west, they're shading from the constant rain that might start any moment. Right now there's sun, but it wasn't like that 10 minutes ago. Risky business. They're bringing real wood fire instead of propane pits and extra propane and worrying if the propane's full. They just make sure there's wood and have something to light it.
Leo's role at camp chef for the most part. Sometimes it can be a pain in the ass, but hey, that's why they bring me along. My favorite thing to make for us is steak fried rice, right? This is something Zach and I bonded over where it was just me and him and we'd just make it for us. And then we added to our group and the pot got a lot bigger. It's, really fun to make. We just do a bunch of steak, a bunch of vegetables, peppers, onions, mushrooms, fried rice, and now, we're just making a giant pot of it for everybody, and it's great.
I think the most challenging component about overlanding and off-roading in the Southeast is the weather. Because the trail will change on your way in and on the way out. It'll be two different things. Last night we probably got 4 or 5 inches of rain, and we don't know how many trees fell, but we might have to pull them out or we might have to just take the long way home.
It looks like trees fell. Surprise, surprise.
There was a camper right here camping. So when this broke that probably was a chain reaction of breaking everything. Yeah, I'd pack up and leave too, because they were right there.
Mortar strike.
Well, that's what I heard, because I heard that first, which I thought was the thunder, and then I thought it was like coming like
it sounded like a gunshot first.
Yeah, I thought it was coming like cascading down the hill because it sounded like it was like rolling, and it must have done all this other stuff, and that was what I heard.
There was a massive tree downage out there at a campsite that we had looked at earlier on in the afternoon. It honestly sounded like a mudslide. It sounded like 10 or 12 trees all came down together, and we were very lucky to have not picked that campsite. But we did that because we know this area and we know what to look for. And like I said, around here, if you look at that tree over there, that's dead standing right up there. You don't want to be underneath of that. These are certain things that define the Southeast and these East Coast states that aren't necessarily prevalent on the West Coast, but here is a big factor that we consider.
onX Offroad. It's a great app. It's so useful. You can just log in, hit track, and get lost. If you get lost properly, turn around. The app will show you how to get back. You can mark spots, locations, points of interest. If you see something that you don't have time to get to, save it. You can come back later. There's so much to explore. You're not going to see it all, but you can always come back to it.
Overlanding is all about having fun, meeting people, learning stuff about your car, and just getting outside. Right there. Yeah.
What I love about the culture is you can go out to the West and try some of these things, and a lot of the people are doing the exact same things. It's people in their garage trying to work on their car just to improve it a little bit, adding, iterating, making new changes after every trip.
Lock washer, regular washer, lock nut, if you want to try that.
My favorite thing about overlanding is it can become basically whatever you want it to be. We can go wheeling, we can go camping, we can go hiking, we can go fishing, we can go mountain biking. If you're overlanding, you're doing a whole bunch of different things. You cater it to that trip, cater it to the people you're with, and you can have a great time no matter really what you're doing.
Coming out here and hanging out with Zach and his friends has been just such a welcoming experience.
You guys never heard about a respite?
I'll leave this experience genuinely having new friends and kind of just a bigger appreciation for Zach and his buddies and what they're doing out here.
Is it possible to overland in the Southeast? Absolutely. I mean, we've been doing it for the last 5 years together, and we've been all over. Kentucky to Virginia to West Virginia, all the way down to Florida. A lot of people don't know you can go out there. Great stuff out there, great stuff everywhere. If you haven't done it, come out here, give it a shot. It's amazing.
Maybe right there. I think I got lucky, man. Yeah.
That's it.
That's
not that bad.
No, I got lucky.
Biggest question there is in the overlanding world is, what is it exactly? Is it exploring sub-Saharan Africa in $500,000 rigs, or is it going through Moab in a RAV4? It's all of those things, and it's everything in between, and that's kind of what we've always found.
If you're looking for an accessible off-road route that works for nearly any type of vehicle and offers a scenic loop with untouched camping spots and nearby amenities, this is the one. This flexible route can stretch up to 400 miles, giving you the perfect mix of adventure and comfort, right in the heart of the Southeast. Interested in following my rugged adventure? Scan the QR so I can show you my route on onX Offroad.
You have reached the service department for Toyota of North Charlotte.
Hi there, I believe I'm having an issue with my 2021 Toyota 4Runner. I believe I've drowned it in quite a large mud puddle. My name is Leo Harlahu. A call back. The engine doesn't seem operable anymore. Again, Leo Harlahu. Give me a call back as soon as possible. Thank you.